Right, hello everybody, back again, a bit sooner than usual this time. I started doing this project this week because I didn't want to just leave this model, you know, for spares. It's the donor model that I use for doing the Fleet Master train. And I had in the back of my mind sort of what I wanted to do with it, and I've sort of been playing around with it behind the scenes whilst I've been doing my other restorations, and I've been mucking around with it for quite a few weeks now. You know, changing things, cutting a bit here, cutting a bit there, and yeah, so it's been a long drawn out thing, but like I say, I had in my mind what I wanted to do with it, and I've finally more or less got it, you know, that this is what I wanted to do. And in the meantime, after I started that, the beef eaters have, you know, they've formed themselves like it, and now they're doing the invitational build-offs, and the October one is for construction vehicles, and I thought, well, this one fits the bill, so you know, I'll enter it for this build-off. So that's what this video is about. Right, so before we start, I'd like to thank all my subscribers, old and new, and thanks everybody for your continued support. You know, it's what makes it all worthwhile, and you know, doing all this hobby and that. Sometimes you come home from work, you don't feel like doing much, you know, and but this it makes it all worthwhile doing, and if people enjoy, you know, like yourselves, you enjoy watching it, and then you say nice comments and, you know, give advice. It's great, it's brilliant, you know, and it's nice to, you know, talk to people. I know you're just talking to people like through text, if you like, but it's nice to you know, talk to people like that and see what they do for work, and, you know, experiences they've had. People have driven tractors, you know, like myself, and it's great to talk about it, your experiences and that, you know, compare experiences, and you know, we've all got this in common, that we like this hobby, so that's really great. Whilst I'm, you know, thanking everybody in that, I'd also like to thank again Mr. Ian Hulley for sending me the mood card for my introductions. I've been messing around, you know, doing introductions, changing things, and what I'm going to do, like the one on this video today, I might change it slightly for, you know, different videos, so it's not always the same music and same things. People might get bored with it, and but anyway, yeah, I'm going to change them around a little bit if I've got time, so they're not all exactly the same. But like I say, my thanks to Mr. Ian Hulley for making and sending me the mood card, and on the back he's put the Crapo Next die cast renovations, so that's nice to have that, so thank you very much, Ian. And yeah, so let's get on with today's video. As I always say, sit back, relax, enjoy the video, and see how I got on with this one. Well, see how I got on with this challenge. Okay. Right, okay, let's take a closer look at this one. Now, this was the donor vehicle I bought for the crane I did, the Jones Fleet Master crane, and all I really wanted was the little clip off of there for the other one. But also, when I bought this, I did have what I'm going to do with it now in mind. So yeah, we'll take a closer look. I don't want this crane part, so that's going to be taken off because it's all twisted anyway. I suppose it could be straightened if you didn't have the part and you wanted it. So that's going. Right, I won't throw it away, I'll keep it because it could be handy, the bits could be handy for something else. Right, so it's not in bad nick otherwise, just a lot of paint loss. The screen is okay. I did think to cut the top off there, but I think I'll leave it. I don't want to sort of get too involved. It's going to be involved enough as it is. So the wheels are all good. The chassis is bent, so I'll have to straighten that. But really, other than that, it's not bad at all. Not bad at all. So that's going to be perfect for what I want. Okay, so better get on and dismantle it. So we'll drill that rivet out and see how we go. Okay. Right, let's get this rivet drilled. I've just drilled the pilot hole for it. A small drill. So a slightly bigger one. Oopsie. Didn't have it in properly in the chock. Oh well, that's gone anyway. Good-o. 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 Oops. That's the cab off. The inside's a bit grotty. Okay. Glass comes out. Dirty. A little bit scratched, but I don't think it's cracked anywhere, so that's alright. Okay. Now that bit just comes off. I don't know if I'm going to use that bit again, I'm not sure yet. Alright, so I want to drill that off. But I shall take the wheels off first. And I'll have to grind those off with a Dremel. I use this very small bit, so grind that down. What a pain in the arse. Because the axle's bent, it's not easy. That's it. That's it, okie dokie. That's the usual of the Looks, oh no, they're not. I thought they were starting to melt, those those wheels. Yeah, that one has, I think. They've got like a reaction with the tyres. You can see they're sticky. It's soft. Right. That's that one off. Now take the front one off. Same way. I'll do that to this side. I think this is the right side to do it. There we go. Right, that's those both off. We go. Now I can drill that one out there. I'm not too worried about that because I don't really want that bit. It'll just be there in case I do get another one to do and I need any bits off it. Might need to drill it a bit with a bigger drill. Yeah. I think I'll have to do that. Yep. That's him. Right, so I've got the base of the Bedford, yeah, and what I want to do, I want to cut, I'm going to cut down there, and I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut along there first, cut that as far as there, and then cut in there, and the same on this side, cut in and cut there, and cut there, and that I'm going to do that off camera because it's going to be a bit awkward trying to do it over the camera. And so effectively I'm just going to cut these side bits off, basically. I might have to strengthen inside here afterwards. You'll see, because that was already bent, as you know. I've straightened it in the vise a bit, and I've had to bend the front down a bit because the cab was kind of sloping a bit backwards, and for what I'm going to do with this, I can't have the cab sloping a bit backwards. I think it was bent anyway, but now when the cab is on that, even though that kind of looks like it's pointing down forwards now, the cab is level when it's on it, so that's what I need. Right, okay, so we're going to have a go at doing that, so I'll come back to you when I've done it. Okay, catch you in a bit. Right, I'm not going to give the game away yet, exactly what I'm doing, but with what I had in my mind, I've had to lengthen the chassis. So I've chopped lengthways quite a bit out, and then I've chopped it obviously there and moved that back, and then I'm going to put these two bits of aluminium strip to make another chassis like that, and it'll make it stronger. So I think I've got more or less to where I want to be with that. Obviously I'll have to fill that bit in, and yeah, but that's roughly what I want to do. So I'll put this in the caustic soda now and get the paint off, hopefully. and then I'll sort of finish off sorting out the chassis. Okay, caustic soda, here we come. Okay, I've just put the boiling water in. So, in with the caustic soda. Ooh. Lovely colours straight off. She's going well. It's like a witch's cauldron. Black coming off. Till that body's almost clean, look. No paint left on it at all. All floating around in the water. The paint. It's coming off the curb slowly. Okay, well I'm going to stop the camera there. Oh, excuse me. Stop the camera there, and you'll see it when I've wire brushed all the bits, wire wheeled all the bits and polished them up ready for painting. Okay, catch you in a bit. Right, so that's all wire brushed up. Now, the chassis part, I'm going to have to sort of assemble it a bit first before I paint. So that's for these chassis rails are made, so I'll have to join it. Whoops, I'll have to join it and then find a piece of metal to put in this bit. So I'm going to get that ready now. Okay, no, I haven't been snorting anything I shouldn't have been. So I've joined this chassis together. I've put the rivet, small rivet in there, small rivet in there, one in there and one in there, and I've done the old super glue and baking powder as well, so I need to tidy all that up, but I'll do that tomorrow when it's had overnight to dry. I'll start, sand it all down, clean it all up. So I've tried it, but what I'm going to do to it, it all fits, it's all the right size. So the only thing I might have, I think I've got a slightly, that needs to go that way a little bit. It's a bit on the piss. So there. That'll do. Okay, I'm going to find a piece to put in there now, and I'll do that. Right, now I've done that, I'm not sort of happy. This looks a bit untidy, so on each side there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try this milliput stuff. I've never used this before, so we'll see what happens. I've seen other, is it Scales Street Garage, using it, and I thought, well, I'll get some because it seems to be good stuff. So I'm going to have a bash with that, just to tidy that up, because it doesn't look nice. It's nice and solid, Okay. Right, I must say I'm very impressed with this milliput stuff. I've done the chassis with it and it's come out not too bad. So we'll see when it's painted. But yeah, it's quite good stuff, I think. Okay. Okay, I thought I could just possibly glue the body onto the chassis, because it's not going to be a tipper. It's just going to be like a drop side, if you like. So I thought, well, if I do just glue it to the chassis, it's a bit more Heath Robinson than I wanted it to be. So what I've done, I've glued it, or filed down a couple of bigger pop rivets, and I've stuck them on there with super glue and the baking powder, filed them down to the right height, and then there was a hole already there in that one. That's from an old Matchbox ERF concrete mixer, that little piece in the middle that I put just the right size, and then I've drilled a hole in the back there for that one, so I think that'll do a better job. I might put a couple of bits of glue along there as well, just to double make sure. So that should sit on there nicely, so hopefully it's easier to get it in the right place as well, like that. Right, so now colour. As I said before, well, I think I said before, only it's taken me so long to do this model. I've been on it about 4 weeks now, on and off. I want to, like I say, model it on one of the trucks from the firm I used to work for, and the colour scheme, the chassis and all this was silver, so I'm going to paint that silver, and the back part is dark green. I'll put a photo on, there's a photo there of what the trucks were. There. Okay, I'm going to go and paint that now. Well, my green's a bit bright, but that's the closest I've got. So I need to mask off the wings and round the front, round the headlights and that, and by the step. Need to mask all that off so I can spray the rest of the cab black. So I'm going to try and do that now. There, I've got that masked up, and boy was it fiddly. So I hope it turns out alright. I'm having trouble getting the tape to stick under the head, well, above the headlights, under that bit there, but anyway. I'm going to go and spray that top part black now, and we'll see what it turns out like. Okay, catch you in a bit. Alright, let's see what happens to get the masking tape off. I think it's going to take a lot of the paint off. Doesn't matter about the bumper because I'm going to paint that. Oh, blasted thumb. Do you think I can get that tape unstuck there? That's off the bumper, so it's alright, but I have a feeling that's going to happen elsewhere than the bumper, like on the edges of these mud guards. Yes, that bit's on the inside. Oh. Oh, it's got loads of paint off from under there, isn't it? Like I say, lucky it's on the underneath. There's a little bit there I have to touch up before I lacquer it. I was going to try and put jeweled headlights in, but I thought I've spent long enough on this model, and I'll take my hat off to the guys that do models like this and, you know, do code 3 and alter them and sort of make their own models out of them, because it's not as easy as it looks. And you know, thinking of what you want to do, it's not that easy. It hasn't done 100% where I wanted the lines, but that's roughly it, so I'm not going to mess about with that too much. So not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, so I will do the bumper silver, because if I do it black, I think it'll be too much black on there. So I will do it silver. Okay, so I'm going to go and I'm going to touch these little, well, where's it, underneath these little bits up. Then I'm going to lacquer it, and then I'll do the bumper silver after I've lacquered it. Okay, well, I'll catch you when that's done. Right, so we've got to that time, assembly time. That's the cab. Turned out quite nice in the end. This Hi-Ab, or it's an Atlas crane, I bought on the internet. It was a new crane for like doing models, and it was expensive. It was about 19 quid, but I really wanted one, so that's what I got. So this plate here that fits on in there, I've screwed the crane to it, so that's nice and solid. Right, okay, so I've got to start. I need to put the axles on. I've got them ready, and pin them over. Right, I've pinned those over. I've done it with a hammer. I tried with a drill and I couldn't get it to work. I think my punches are the wrong size. But anyway, I put one side on the punch and I just pinned it over with the hammer, and then I've painted the hubs because I want the wheels to be all black. I don't want any silver in them. Right, these are the legs I made out of a rivet, a couple of nails. So I've got to put that up in there, and I've got to put this, I think I better use the tweezers. I've got to put this piece in there, if I can, which it seems to have changed size unless I had that the other side. Oh dear, how am I going to get that in there? Right. Try to get it lined up. Right, got that through, and then I'm going to put this piece on top for the top of the leg. I might leave it down a little bit. Perhaps I better put it right up, and then I'll just put a little blob of glue on the top. Right, do the same the other side. Get these bits off. I'm going to have to put some more silver paint on that bit of plastic, because well, it's come off of me pushing on it. Yeah, put that way this time. There, that's that one. Right, I might just use this Sharpie. Now, that's okay, that's good enough. Right, now I'm going to put the base on, the body on to the base. So I've made some little mud flaps on here out of some tape, insulating tape. They look quite good. What I'll do, put a bit of glue in there first. That one. And put a little bit on there. Just to double. I'll do it. Make doubly short. So, oh bollocks. Okay, right. Next, a little high-ab or Atlas crane. So this little piece here has got to go into that little groove there. So put it there like that, and that just sits on there. Now, that's it. Now the cab. Got the old windscreen unit, window unit. Dropping everything on the floor again. Right, so let's put that in. Now what I might do with this, that's been in the pledge, that window unit overnight, I might put a little blob of glue on that. Right, now I need to put this interior in, which I've painted. I just brush painted it a bit because the inside is more grey. The inside on the one I used to drive was grey, not red. Right, so okay. Oh, bollocks. Right, go for another go. Right. Okay. I need to put some glue in there. Now what do I do with the rivet? Oh, there it is. Right, put a bit in super glue. Right. Right, well that's that done. Now, I've been trying to make some decals. I've done them on the 3D paint. Now I've got to go and size them and print them out. So the camera's falling off the stand. Yeah, so it was a circle on the door with a name on, my boss. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll try and do anyway. Okay, I've just done these decals. I've printed them out this afternoon and I've lacquered them and dried them in the hairdryer. So those are the roundels that used to go on the doors of my boss's lorries. So it's Stephen Hawthorne Limited, haulage contractor, and it's Central 63068 was the phone number. Okay, and I've got these number plates as well, which was the number of the truck I used to drive on that firm. Okay, I've finally got these decals done. I had to go and reprint the ones I'd done because I did them on transparent decal paper, and it didn't show up when I put them on the door. I thought they were going to show up, but the green wasn't bright enough, so I had to go and redo them on white decal paper. And guy had a right job putting them on. I started filming it and then things started going wrong, and in the end I stopped filming it because luckily I printed quite a few of them, but eventually I just cut the squares and put them on. But then you could see, because it was on white background paper, you could see once I put them on the white edges here and there. So I went round with a black Sharpie, just touched those little white bits up on the edges of the decal once I put them on, and then I brushed some of this Umbral gloss coat over the tops of them to kind of seal them, because I already obviously lacquered the truck. So I did that for the doors. You know, you don't really notice it with a brush, but you don't really notice it at all. So that's what I did. So I've done those both sides. There. And you'll see the number plate on the back and the one on the front. So I had to reprint everything, number plates as well. So thank God that's it done. Yeah, so I hope it's a worthy entrant into the Beefeaters build-off. So I had ordered a load on eBay, a little brick load, porcelain bricks to go in the back, but they're taking forever to come, and I didn't realise when I bought them, but you probably guessed it, they're from China. So who knows when they'll come, and I don't want to hang around. I want to get this video finished because I want to do some others. So like I say, I'll do a few outdoor shots and stick her on the old turntable to compare before and after, and that'll be that. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video, all the ups and downs during this restoration, and you know, I hope we'll see you again next week for another video. I know this is probably going to be an extra one, but anyway, see you next Tuesday for another video, and yeah, look after yourselves, stay safe, and as I say, thanks for watching. See you next week. Bye.